All right, welcome back. And today, this part of the video, or this video, is going to be focusing on the second section of this, which was writing ionic compounds and formulas. So if I go and I look at this particular, um, uh, if I'm looking at the rules here, or not the rules, but the steps to identifying uh, chemical formulas, um, one of the things that I really want to focus on was you have to identify the charge of the metal. Aluminum is a +3. I found it's a +3 because over here on this periodic table that I've created over here, it's in the +3 column. And oxygen is a -2. It's in column 6. It's in group 16. Which means it's a -2. So then we cross the charge of the metal down behind the nonmetal, drop the plus, cross the charge of the nonmetal down behind the metal, drop the minus, and you get like Al2O3. And then what we're supposed to do is we have to go back and we have to check to see if our numbers can be simplified. And in this case, the numbers could not be simplified because 2 to 3 cannot be simplified. So we are going to be left with Al2O3. And then the other one that we wanted to, like, I kind of gave you some information about, or something to focus on, was the idea that you could do this with a polyatomic ion as well. So we took the charge of the metal, which is calcium. Calcium was a +2 because it's in the second column over here. And then we took the charge of the polyatomic ion, and in this case, the polyatomic ion is carbonate. The polyatomic ion is carbonate, and carbonate is about halfway down. It's this compound right here, CO3 -2. Okay, so I took the charge of the metal and I put it down behind the carbonate. The polyatomic ion, I took the charge of the polyatomic ion, put it down behind the metal, and I got Ca2 CO3 2. Okay, so we know that a 2 to 2 can be simplified to 1 to 1. So, and we don't write 1, so it becomes CaCO3. So that was just sort of a little brief tutorial about how we write these formulas in compounds. And now I just want to take a moment to kind of like go through the answers kind of quickly, I guess. So sodium, again, we're going to do this as a little bit of explanation, and then I'm just going to kind of talk about it. Sodium is in the first column, so it's a +1. Fluorine is in the 17th column, so it's a -1. We cross the charges down. 1 to 1 can't be simplified. You get NaF. I'm going to move over here to lithium and nitrogen. Lithium is in the first column, so it's a +1. Nitrogen is in the 15th column, so it's a -3. Crisscross the charges down. 3 to 1 can't be simplified. You get Li3N. Calcium and oxygen. Calcium is in the second column, so it's a +1. Oxygen is in the 16th column, so it's a -2. We crisscross those charges down. 2 to 2 can be simplified to 1 to 1, so we get CaO. Let's see. Al is in the 13th column, so it's a +3. Fluorine is in the 17th column, so it's a -1. 1 to 3 cannot be simplified, so we get AlF3. Aluminum nitrate. Here's another aluminum. It's in the 13th column. It's a +3. Nitrate, NO3, is not on the periodic table here, so I need to go over here. And I look at nitrate, and I find nitrate is on the back side of the periodic table, and it's a -1. So I cross the charges down, dropping the plus and the minus. I find that a 1 to 3 cannot be simplified, so the answer is AlNO3, 3. Next one, BaSO4. So I'm going to go back and look at barium, find barium. It's element number 56. It's in the second column. That makes it a +2. SO4 is not on the front side here, so I'm going to go to the back side. I'm going to look for sulfate. Sulfate is SO4, which is a -2 charge. So I'm going to cross my 2 from barium behind SO4 and my 2 from sulfate behind barium. 2 to 2 can be simplified to 1 to 1, so I get BaSO4. Same process or procedure here. Calcium is a +2 because it's in the second column. Phosphate's on the back of the periodic table. It's this guy right here. It's a PO4 with a -3 charge, so you get Ca3PO4 Magnesium is +2. It's in the second column right here. Phosphorus is in the 15th column, so that makes it a -3. Crisscross charges down to get Mg3P2. So that's really quickly going over that section. And then I'm going to stop the video here and I'm going to start a new video for the next section, and then we'll go from there.